Morning. Thanks for clicking on the video. I am going to talk about some of the prep that I do, food stuff, and then I'm going to show you what's going on out in the aviary because the electricians came yesterday, and I'm finishing off a few things in there. It's a gray spring day as opposed to a gray winter day. Okay. I don't know if you can hear that. It's one of the parrot finches talking. I think it's Peter. Oh, it's talking about a squirrel outside. Okay. So every other week, I hard-boil eggs. 2 eggs. One goes in the fridge. And one gets mixed up, and it lasts about 3 days. So I take the shell off. I'll give that to them separately, and that goes in the microwave to dry out for 30 seconds. And then the egg I mix with this product that I purchased. It's called Scipio's Avian Neonate. It has alfalfa, flax, insect, kelp, spirulina, oyster shells, vegetable oil. It has good nutrients, good nutrition, and it serves to dry out the egg a little bit. So the birds seem to be happier to eat it or eat more of it. And so I just put 1 egg and 1 pretty good scoop of that. Tablespoon, I guess you would say. And that gets all mashed together. And this is the first soft food that I give them in the day because they're hungry and they would like to eat sprouted seeds and millet and seeds and more seeds. And so I'm encouraging them to try to branch out a little bit and eat more egg food, or eat some egg food, I guess. I'm smiling because I'm listening to the birds. They're getting excited because they know what happens next. So the resulting egg food is kind of this a little disturbing greenish color. And so you just have to be mindful that don't leave it in the cages forever. I put it in the morning, and I usually take it out midday. Okay. That is all that's going to go into these dishes. Teaspoonful. That goes back in the fridge. And then between the 2 eggs, that covers me for 2 weeks. Hi guys. Good morning. Hi Tristan. Hi buddy. Hi Peter. Hi, I know. Good morning, guys. There's eggs. Okay, so now I'm going to go get the other perishable food ready. Didn't I say it was spring? It's a beauty day out there, but not much like spring. Now, I don't need fresh eggs at the moment. Eggshells, I should say. So these are going to go in the fridge. I used to mix these up with the egg, but now I separate them because this is actually pretty inert and it can be available to the birds for longer than the egg itself can. So that's going to go in the fridge for later. Okay. So the next thing is sprouts. So what I do is, these are little strainers, like little tea strainers, I guess. Probably not, something like that. And this is regular birdseed. I soak it in a dish overnight, drain off the water, rinse it, put it back in without water in there, in this little, like, essentially this little Tupperware greenhouse. And it sprouts in a matter of a day or two. And I usually make several of them. So the first set, as soon as the little chits come out, which they have, then that is their first breakfast, and then I'll just put it back in. And then in the evening, I'll give them a little bit more, or the next day I'll give them a little bit more. Now the seeds are growing all this time, so there's a variety of stages of development that the birds have access to, and I know that there's the nutritional value changes, but I don't feel like I have to maximize the nutrition value. I just want them to have a variety of things to eat. So I take a little scoop of that out. And for those guys, I set up 2 different bowls because I don't want anybody to be picky. So then I'll save a little bit of that. And then I have more that is also progressing. And then these are wheatgrass seeds. And they are, I ordered them online from this company called Sprout People. I don't know if you can see that. They have all kinds of different seeds, organic seeds available for human consumption. But nothing's too good for the birdies, so that is one of the things that they're enjoying at the moment. And then I also got broccoli seeds. And the broccoli seeds I'm letting grow until it has actual greens, and then they can eat the greens, so I'll show you that. So, a little spoonful of wheatgrass. These are just little chits from the wheatgrass. You don't need a ton of them. Again, those will just keep growing until I've used them up, and usually I do 1 batch a week, and then by the end of the week they're all kind of doing their thing, and then I do another batch. Now this guy, these are my broccoli sprouts. So This is little chunks of coconut fiber mat, and that is what the broccoli is growing in. See if you can see. So you soak the broccoli. There's instructions about how you do this. You soak the broccoli overnight in the strainers, just like those guys. And then I spread them out like a paste on these guys. And then I just let them grow. And then I can take the whole little square, put it in the cage. They can pick out the little leaves. And away we go. So these are not ready yet. They would be fine as chits, but I actually want them to get greenery. So once they start, so all I have to do is keep it moist, which it is, and they will start sprouting. And now that they're sprouting, I'm going to put them under a light. So that gets to grow now. And they'll be ready in maybe tomorrow or the next day for sure. This is leftover seed that is also sprouting. Regular seed. Okay, so that's what you guys get this morning. Good job. Tristan especially loves the wheatgrass, but I think it's because it looks like termites, and he loves termites. Okay, guys, I'll get you one more. How are you? Why are you looking so scruffy? Okay. So these guys are all set. They're already bathing in the water dish. Awesome, thanks guys. So I think I'm going to stop the video at this point and create a separate video for what I've been doing out in the aviary. Hopefully it was interesting to see what the perishable food preparation is like for me. I don't think it's necessary for nutrition. I just think it's interesting for the birds to pick through different varieties of things. You do have to be careful, of course, what you offer them, and you don't want to offer them probably anything in large quantities because the balance of the nutrition can be off. So their basic food is regular finch seed mix. I buy orchard grass seed and I mix it in. They have millet sprays, and they have access to commercial egg food, oyster shell, egg shells, and an insect mix all the time. And then they have these special things that rotate in and out. Could be Brussels sprouts from dinner, it could be dandelion leaves from the garden, kind of, you know, could be oat seeds from little dried oat grass, or yeah, oat grass. So there's, so that's just, I mix that up. But again, I don't think it's really for nutritional value, and I just thought it might be interesting to see some of the things that you can do to make the fun of eating maybe more fun. Okay, thanks for watching.